What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it. Pop it, baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first one I see is the first one I read, and the first one I saw was Aries. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Of course, shout out to Tracy. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Do want to mention, as always, everybody, if you're interested in personal readings, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me over there. But real quick, let me say hi and say what's up to everybody. So what's going on, Tracy, Junie C, Jalpa, Justin, what's up, Alicia, hey Marissa, hey BB, what's going on, Amy, Renee, what's up, Lori, how is everybody doing here today? Hi, what's going on, Red Sky, what's happening, what's going on, Laura, Liz, how's everybody doing, man? Yeah, hopefully so, Red Sky. Hopefully so. It was interesting yesterday, but hopefully we can avoid that for sure. But nonetheless, though, let's get it popping, guys. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. And we're going to go ahead here and get started. So we're starting out here today with Team Ram Fam. So let's see what's up here for the Aries. Hi, Natalie. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Nonetheless, though, let's see what's up. What's going to be going on here for Team Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What's coming on in here for the Ram Fam? Message is showing up here for Aries in the next 24 hours. Aries, you did have a Page of Swords randomly pop out. You could have somebody keeping an eye on you at this time. But if it's not about that, and I don't feel like it's actually like a negative way of somebody keeping an eye on you, it kind of feels to me like somebody is like wanting to reach out to you. They're thinking of you often. They could just feel nervous. They could feel hesitant to want to talk to you. So they might be feeling a little bit nervous to reach out. Definitely something to keep in mind. But let's get this last and final shuffle. Let's see what's going on here for our Aries gang. Overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Cups. You could be dealing here with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look here into the current situation. 8 of Cups in the upright. What it is you're dealing with, we got here 7 of Pentacles. And looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Queen of Swords in the upright position as well. So having a look into your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it. First things first, 4 Cups here, 8 of Cups here. It does feel to me very, very strongly that you're not currently talking to somebody or communicating to somebody, Aries. It definitely seems like you're taking a step back. Looking at what you're dealing with, though, 7 of Pentacles, I think somebody here is trying to be patient. I think that they're trying to kind of give you some space as much as they can, but at the same time, they want to talk to you. They want to invest in you. So actually, the Page of Swords kind of makes like a bit of sense, right? Coming out in the beginning, before I pulled your tarot cards, we had a Page of Swords come out, and that represents, right, that somebody is keeping an eye on you, but at the same time, they feel a little nervous, hesitant to reach out to you at this time. I feel like overall, though, with the Queen of Swords, you are trying to send a very clear and direct message to somebody that you don't want somebody to talk to you. You don't want somebody to communicate towards you is what I'm feeling here, Aries. So you're trying to make it very clear that you're not trying to communicate to someone. But I think that at the same time, even though right now they're nervous to reach out, they want to reach out, but it is ultimately evolving into a stalemate. Like there isn't any communication happening here is what I'm feeling. So you're not going out of your way to talk to somebody. Somebody here wants to go out of their way to talk to you, but they're nervous to do so. So at this time, there is zero communication is how I'm seeing it. But I guess if anything that you'll be getting out of this message, I will say that despite this person feeling nervous to talk to you, I will say, Aries, they want to. So I guess we'll see where this energy goes. Not much more to that, to the read, based upon what it is I'm currently seeing. But yeah, somebody here does want to reach out. They're nervous to do so, so they're going to hold themselves back. But I feel like from your perspective, you're not currently talking to them. I'm not sure what went down between the two of you at all, essentially. So, I mean, this could be anybody too. It could be a friend, a family member, a lover. But it is one of these situations where it's like, okay, here's where the energies are left off. You're kind of both in a bit of a stagnant spot. You're both not communicating. We'll see where this picks up, essentially, is what I'm seeing here for you at this time. So take it if it resonates, Ram Fam. Leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you for coming out nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you, okay? All right, everybody. So we did start out with fire. For the daily, we're going to do fire, water, air, and earth, okay? Real quick, there was a comment I was seeing. Hey, Ashlyn, you said, hope you're having a good day, Aunt. I got sick on my birthday yesterday. I've been fighting to get better. I'm sorry to hear that. Happy belated, though. I mean, at the end of the day, given the circumstances, it's never, a great feeling to feel sick on your birthday, but you know what? live your best life nonetheless. Do your best to have the best time you can, and I hope that you did yesterday as well as today, and I hope you feel better soon. All right. Alicia said, hopefully Gemini's is a positive one for work, or hopefully Gem's is positive work one, as I just got let go, but I already have an interview on Saturday. Love that you have an interview lined up. That's really good. Sorry to hear that you got let go. Definitely not a fun situation to be involved in, but hey, getting that interview is a good news for sure. So wishing you the best of luck. We'll see if that comes up here in Gemini. Okay. But either way, let's get back on into it. We did touch base with fire, so getting on into water, I want to go ahead and check out our lovely and amazing Cancer gang. What's going on here for the Cancer baby? Okay, message is showing up here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be rolling on in here for our Crab gang, please? Message is coming in here for Team Cancer in the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on here for you? All right, Cancerian, let's get our last shuffle, and we'll get this show on the road. First things first, we have here a 5 of Pentacles for the overall energy. Taking a look at the current energy for you, we got here the Strength card, what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Empress, and then taking a look here at the outcome, Cancerian, is going to be the Hierophant in the reverse position. So let's have a look and see what's up. I do want to mention you can be connecting with a Taurus, a Leo, or possibly even a Libra with all these energies showing up here for you at this time. So Cancer, let's talk about it. We have here a 5 of Pence to the Strength card at this time. I think that you are looking at a scenario or a situation in your life that you don't feel is entirely abundant. Typically with the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles can represent feeling like there's lack. So you feel like you're missing something, you don't have something, so you're not in a state of abundance right now, Cancer. But I feel like what you're doing instead is you're trying to do your best here to nurture yourself. You're like, okay, if I'm not in a place of abundance, let me nurture myself first so that I can get to that abundant space. This is interesting. I touched base in a sign today. I'm not sure what sign it was, but I was doing a weekly read today. I think it was for Libra or possibly for the Aquarians, but I talked about how you have to take a look at your internal world first before you can change your external world. What you do and what you figure out in here is what's going to help manifest and project out into the world. So Cancers, I think you're recognizing if it feels like something's missing, if I'm not feeling abundant now, is it that I'm out of reach of what I want in the external world? Or is it that I'm not in touch in here? And I think that that's going to be the big realization coming in for Cancers for the next 24 hours. It's like, whoa, actually, the reason why I may feel like something's missing isn't because I'm not receiving it in this 3D physical reality, but maybe it's because internally, I don't have any sort of connection to it. For example, maybe you feel like love is missing from your life. Are you at a point in time where you've connected to yourself and loved yourself? If not, that can be a reflection on why you're seeing that in your external world. Now, that's just one example among many, but I think that for anybody who's watching, whether you're a Cancer or not, you have to ask yourself, if you feel like something's missing, do you feel it within? That's the main question to ask. Looking at the outcome for you, Cancer, Hierophant reversed, I think you're starting to see, wait a minute, I've been going about this process the wrong way the whole entire time. I've said to myself, 5 of Pentacles, something's missing from my life, and I was searching for it so much outside of myself, but little did I know the entire time it was something I needed to find from within. And that's what your next 24 hours looks like, and I think that that's a beautiful realization to have. You know, everything starts within, you hear that a lot, but it's not bullshit, it's not a joke, it's true, man. It really fucking is. When you start to allow yourself to look within, and you will see the things that are missing, but you have to find them in there because they are in there, you know? For example, going back to love, a lot of people are like, well, I want love. Why do you want love? I want love to feel loved. Well, why don't you feel loved? Because I don't love myself. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. If you're not loving yourself, A, it's going to be difficult to find love outside of yourself, but B, you're not always going to feel the most fulfilled. You know, a lot of people often think in terms of love, if I find somebody to love me, then I'm enough. No, you're enough. Then somebody will love you, right? That's a whole different perspective. Flip it around. So Cancers, I like this, guys. Take it if it applies, of course, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for tuning in here nonetheless. I think you're looking at a very interesting perspective for your next 24 hours. Pretty cool stuff. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here with our water. We've also touched base here with our fire. So we're going to hop on into our air signs, everybody, and see what's up. Now, jumping into the air, I want to have a look here at Team Aquarius. So let's see what's going on for our aqua babies in your next 24 hours, all right? What's going on here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, hey, what's going on, Tony? Also, Vanilla Capricorn, hi, how are you? Hope everything's going well. What's showing up here for Team Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and check it out here, Aquarius. Overall energy for you is going to be the Sun in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a Leo for a few of you. Taking a look at your current energy, 9 of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with, Aqua. We have here the Justice in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Empress in the upright position. So Aquarius, for your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about it. I see here first and foremost with the Sun reversed paired to the 9 of Cups reversed, you are at a point in time where maybe something is letting you down a little bit. You seem kind of unfulfilled right now at this point in time. I think it has a lot to do though with the Justice in reverse, because looking at what you're dealing with, Justice in reverse represents a lack of balance, not feeling like something is very put together here at this time. And with the outcome here being the Empress, I love that the Empress is here because it represents that you're about to move out and grow out of this unfulfilled energy, because I feel like you're going to be looking at what's unbalanced and then say, okay, the only person that can change this energy of unbalanced energy is going to be me. If I need to bring the balance back to my life or bring the balance back to the Force, right? Star Wars, I got to be the person to do it. So Aquarians, your next 24 hours looks like I'm either upset, I'm unfulfilled, I'm not happy with how something just seems to not be put together in my life. Something seems a little hectic. It feels all over the place. It doesn't feel balanced. But you know what? I am responsible for bringing back that balance, and what I do is what's going to make a difference. So I think that hearing that, seeing that, acknowledging that is what gives you kind of that spark again to feel motivated to put things back into a balanced space and place, okay, for your next 24 hours. So I like that a lot for you. You know, the truth is that what we do makes an impact. It really does. But if we look at something and we're unhappy with it and we choose to do nothing, the cycle repeats. The unhappiness will stay there. If you decide to say, hey, I'm going to take positive action now, you're going to be able to make the impact and the difference and turn around your situation entirely to make something unbalanced become balanced, okay? All right, Team Aqua, I love it. Take it if it applies. If not, leave it be. But let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate you, okay? So we've touched base with our air, water, and fire. We're going to be getting on into the earth signs here shortly. By the way, what's going on, Lila and Trish? How are you? Tammy, Sylvia, what's up? Raven, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What's going on, Marianne, as well? Jessica said, I just noticed the blue elephant you have, Aunt. I adore elephants. He seems like such a cute little guy. He is. Elephants are my favorite ever since I grew up. I remember when I was a kid, my aunt actually got me this elephant blanket and I was attached to it by the hip. So being a child, seeing that, cute ass little elephant blanket that I had, that's always became like my favorite animal just growing up. So I have a lot of different elephants. I got, the blue elephant here. I have this elephant here. I have some in my background as well. I have a brown one as well, or not a brown one, a bronze elephant, I believe is what it is. And then I also have, in my older videos, the tapestry that I had as well was an elephant too. So I'm a big elephant guy. I love him. But yeah, really, really cute. I love all these things. So anything elephant that people can get me, I always want to put it in the setup just because it's good energy to me personally. And also they're a really cute animal. So for sure, but either way though, guys, we're going to hop on into Earth. So going into Earth signs, let's go ahead and check out the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What's going on here, baby? Message is coming in for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Cappy in the next 24 hours? What do we got going on here for you? Let's go ahead here and take a look. Capricorn, one more shuffle. What's happening? What's crack-a-lacking? And what's popping? Cappy, overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. You could be connecting here possibly with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taking a look at the current energy, you got the Emperor in reverse, what it is you're dealing with. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look here at the outcome for you guys. Page of Cups in reverse position as well. So Capricorn's pretty interesting energy showing up so far. You can be connecting with an Aries because we have here the Emperor, but Ace of Pentacles, Emperor reversed. I think your next 24 hours is going to present an opportunity to reconnect back to your power. So Capricorns, if you've been feeling out of your power, if you haven't been feeling like yourself, there seems to be some sort of energy or opportunity coming in for you where you can tap back into your power. Having a look at what you're dealing with, Seven of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you haven't been very motivated recently to plant seeds or to make investments. It's kind of like I'm feeling a bit of a defeated energy, Capricorn. So going into the intuition a bit, it feels a bit defeated. So if you are a Capricorn who's felt defeated, unmotivated, I don't know how to change the circumstance or change the situation, it feels like an opportunity arises and beckons in your next 24 hours that gives you this ability to reconnect to your power, reconnect to your roots, reconnect to your motivation, and make change happen. And looking at the outcome here, Page of Cups reversed, I think that where you've been for a while is you've been in a space where you haven't been making moves. But once again, here comes in this opportunity. Now, there isn't anything coming out of the tarot that's really expanding upon what this opportunity is, but I think what it's more so saying is that the opportunity is always existing around you. It's not that you need to look out for a certain opportunity in the next 24 hours, Capricorn, and say, hey, oh, I can see now clearly with this opportunity, here's how I can tap back into my power. No, that's not what it's about. Universe here says the opportunity's always been there for you to tap back into your power. You just have to ask yourself, are you ready to do so? Are you ready to change? Are you ready to make a difference? Are you ready to invest again? Are you ready to put your energy into something? If you've needed a break and a hiatus, I get it. But if you're at this point where you want genuinely stuff to change, you got to be willing to say, hey, I'm ready and I'm going to go down and do the work. You know what I'm saying, Capricorn, right? It's like I got to do the work. I got to kick myself in the butt a little bit and get it going. And typically Capricorns have no problems kicking themselves in the butt because Cappies are the backbone of every relationship, very hardworking when it comes to career. You guys are on your shit. But I do see here, however, if you've been feeling really, really out of your power, you just have to remind yourself that your power's been there all along. The only way to re-access it is to choose it. So it's not about a specific opportunity, but it's about the fact that the opportunity has always been there. Your power, Capricorn, has always been there. But you have to choose it, and you have to choose to tap back into it and choose consciously to make the good investments here that are going to put you back into a good spot. All right, guys? So really harness it within. It's not some random opportunity coming in. It's that your power's always been there. Are you ready for it? All right, Cappies? All right, hopefully that makes sense. Take it if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you, Team Capricorn, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have finished up, everybody, our first batch of zodiac signs for today's daily read. We're going to be hopping on into our second batch here shortly, all right? But yeah. Hopefully everybody here is having a great day so far. If you are enjoying today's daily read, definitely drop a like. Would really appreciate it. Hey, what's going on, Lux? You said, hey, I'm an elephant. That's what's up. Elephant lover for sure, man. Elephants are awesome, bro. They really freaking are. Is Leo done already? Leo is not done yet, but it will be getting done shortly. Amy said my son's two elephants. We call them books because the Buffalo Zoo Beach named book. Oh, I like that. That's cute. That's really cute. Yeah, I miss actually going to what's it called? Like the zoo and stuff when I was younger and seeing the elephants and stuff. They're so cute and peaceful. I love them. You know, you don't want to, they can be some, you know, they can beat the fuck out of you if you're not careful with elephants, right? I've actually heard a long time ago that wearing deodorant around elephants or any kind of heavily scented perfumes can trigger them and like piss them off and like make them feel uncomfortable and like, you know, kick the crap out of you. So you want to be careful doing that. But either way though, they're amazing creatures. And yeah, they do never forget. They have an amazing memory. They're super observant. I love them, you know, that's the best way I could put it. Marlene said, I added some UV ink into my hand tattoo last night, Flower of Life. It's the coolest thing and I can't even stop messing with the black light to see it glow. It makes me so happy. UV tattoos are pretty rad. For me personally, I've never wanted one just for the fact that like, I don't always want to put it under a UV light. Like I like just showing off the tats, but I know some people really fuck with it. But man, have I been itching to go ahead and just get this hand tattooed already. Okay. By the way, you can see this is remnants of my cat not letting me clip his nails. He didn't do it purposely, but he was trying to run away. But either way though, I was like, yeah, I got to get this hand tattoo done and start getting this sleeve finished. So I got to get back into it, man. I really do. Been itching for tattoos for a minute. But that is cool, Marlene, though. It's really, really sick. You've been wanting to get that too, Lila? For sure. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Bookie. Got you, Amy. That's cool, though. You said, thank you. We Leos are over the moon and abundant, but can be thinking we suck. Haha. Well, you guys never do. You guys never suck. Nobody ever sucks. Remember that. Period. Okay? Everybody's fucking awesome, man. They really are. Said, ha ha ha, cats. Yeah, cats are finicky, man. My cat is super finicky for clipping his nails. So managed to get 3 of them with my girlfriend, but 3 is not all of them. That's not even one paw finished, you know? We kind of like swaddled him, if you will, and that still didn't work. So I was just like, all right, we're going to have to struggle a little bit at this, you know? The UV, yeah. The UV ink can't be seen without the light, so I went over it. You went over it, haha, face tattoos, no way. Face tats are cool for people who, like, I respect people if they want them and want to rock them. For me personally, though, there's only one face tattoo I could see myself liking, but at the same time, I just don't think I'd ever do it. Just for the factor of like, yeah, it can fuck you over later in life. If I ever have to seek other employment, it can screw me over. But also at the same time, I think that if I'd regret any tattoo, it would probably be a face tattoo. None of these I don't think I'm ever going to regret. I love every tattoo that I have and own. I have tattoos on like the side of my neck. I'm going to get my whole neck done, my chest done. I don't give a shit about that. Tattoos to me, don't think I'll ever regret them. But for a face tattoo, I feel like I might. But I don't judge people who have them. Some people have some really sick face tats. They really do. You're super itching for a tattoo, Vanilla Capricorn? Same. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. It really has. This is the last one I got a couple months ago. So I got Artemis tattooed, but I really want to finish up my sleeve, man. Marissa said, God, I feel it. I want to give my long hair cat a bath and I'm terrified. Yeah, I understand that for sure. Yeah, that's not a fun situation to be in. I mean, they almost never, have a bath, if you will. But, at some point it is necessary, right? I mean, go for it. See what happens, Marissa. You never know. Maybe your cat will kind of be chill with it. Probably not, but you never know. Hey, Jocelyn, what's up? How are you doing? You're getting an elephant tat for your kids. That's awesome. Never regret tattoos. It's a part of our life for sure. That's how I look at it though. Like people always, I've always gotten those comments like, you're going to regret those tattoos when you're older. I'm like, what about me is going to be so regretful when I'm older? My skin's going to be all wrinkly. Like who gives a shit, dude? For me personally, I don't care like about tattoos or regretting tattoos when I'm older. I love every single one. They all made sense to me at the time that I got them. And they're like a memory portal, if you think about it, right? Every time I look back at each tattoo, I remember why I got it, what it was for, when it happened. It's just cool memories. It's like to collect art your entire life. And I think it's fantastic. So I urge anybody to get a tattoo. I think it's an amazing experience. And not something to regret. It's something that's pretty fucking awesome, So definitely something to keep in mind. But all right, though, guys, I am strapped for time today, unfortunately. So I'm going to get back into it. I love chatting with y'all, though. You know that. So without further ado, let's get back into it and see what's up. We're going to roll back on into our fire. So we touched base first and foremost with Aries today. So let's take a look here at Leo and get it popping, okay? What do we got showing up here for the Leo gang, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for you? Messages coming in here for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24. What's going on here, baby? Leo, you got a flip card. Your flip card is the Knight of Cups. Hello. You could be courting someone or somebody could be courting you. So there could be some sort of like romantic situation happening. Actually, here we go. 6 of Cups reversed came out too. This means it's a new person, not a past person. So Leo, there could be somebody courting you. You could be courting somebody. Do keep that in mind. Take it if it applies, right? That's just a random message coming out. But I do think that there can be a love interest showing up around you. Now, looking at your main situation, your main storyline here, overall energy, Temperance in reverse. Looking at the current energy for you, we have here the Page of Pentacles reversed, what you're dealing with here. We have the 9 of Swords, and then looking at the outcome for the Leo gang is going to be the Devil in the upright position. So this is Capricorn energy. You might be connecting with one. You also could be connecting with a Sagittarius with this Temperance in reversed showing up here for you too. Now, for your next 24 hours, Temperance reversed here, Page of Pentacles reversed. I definitely get the sense here for you that you're kind of at a point in time where it's hard to feel incredibly balanced. I think, though, that at the same time, Leo, to challenge that, it feels like you're maybe not reaching out when you could. Looking at what you're dealing with, 9 of Swords, you're unhappy. Looking at the outcome here being the Devil, you feel stuck in a bit of an unhappy place. But are you using that ability to reach out? Because there's people who give a shit, Leo. And as a Cancer, I wholeheartedly understand. I used to never reach out to anybody when I was sad. I was always a person who would bottle up my feelings and emotions. I hated talking about feelings and I hated expressing them unless I would loathe them myself. That's just how I was. But I realized moving on later in time, if I didn't open up to people and allow people to be there for me the way that I was always there for other people, not only are people not mind readers and they wouldn't know what was going on with me, but also I wouldn't have a sense of relief. You know, if you're a Leo and you feel like it's hard to kind of release your own feelings at this time, and if you feel like you're stuck in them and you're not processing and you're not healing, you know, a conversation with a friend can be super helpful. Even if you're venting, even if they say nothing and you're just letting it out, man, it can be incredibly beneficial and helpful. So I think that some of y'all just need a vent, whether it's venting to a homie, venting to a parent, venting to a loved one, a lover, whatever the case may be for you. I think that if you are in this energy right now, Leos, allow yourself to open up. You know, it's not going to be everybody's story, which is totally fine. So if it's not resonating to you, no worries. But if you are at that point where it's like, I just feel really stuck in a lot of unhappiness or something's really bothering me, remember that you have that outlet to reach out. And don't forget that, you know, there are people who care and who give a shit, and they'll be there to listen to you and hear you. And if you just need to feel seen or be heard, just go out there and vent, guys. And if you feel like, well, there's no one around, which I'm sure there is, but if you're feeling that way, even vent it out to yourself in the mirror. I know I'm going to sound like cuckoo bananas, but the truth is that I've had many moments where I didn't feel like burdening people, which I wasn't, by the way. Talking to people about how you feel, the people who love you and support you, does not mean you are burdening them. But from my perspective back then, I definitely thought I was a burden. So what I would used to do is I'd go into the mirror and I would talk to myself like I was having a conversation with somebody, explaining how I feel, explaining what I went through. Sometimes I'd talk to my dog, you know, when I live with my family. I talk to my dog and I'd be like, hey, this is what I'm going through. I'm venting out my feelings. I know I sound cuckoo bananas, but it was helpful because it let me get those feelings and emotions out, whereas I couldn't previously. So give that a go, man. Even if you feel like you have no one, even remember you don't have no one. You always have yourself, right? So something to keep in mind for sure. Okay. All right, though. Take it if it resonates, Leo. Much love to you. Thank you for stopping by. And of course, if it's not your story, absolutely no worries. All right. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And by the way, Sylvia, resonate with that one big time. Sylvia said, I vent every day on the drive home from work, have full-blown conversations with myself. I avidly talk to myself. Yeah, I do. And especially when I'm in the car alone, it's a great time to vent. I have moments where I'm like pouring out my entire life to myself while driving, because driving is such a therapeutic thing. So I resonate with that 110%. Okay. Definitely do. And also, by the way, Jocelyn, I am sorry to hear that in reference to what you mentioned previously. I know that it's a little bit of a tough situation to go through. So the mental health day is 100%, you know, needed. If you need it, take that for sure, and feel better. You know, it takes time in regards to grief. So wishing you the best, and, you know, may he rest in peace as well. Okay. Shout out to Marlene. If anybody ever needs to talk to somebody, Marlene has a number if anybody ever wants to talk to her. So do keep that in mind as well for anybody who's watching. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to, Marlene is a great person to talk to. So don't feel afraid to reach out. There you go. Any Leos that are still watching, if you need to reach out to someone and you feel like you have no one, hit up Mars Queen Marlene, baby. She's always there, you know? All right, guys, let's keep it moving forward. We're going to hop back on into our water, getting into the water signs. What's popping here for the birthday peeps, Team Scorpio? Let's see what's going on with you. All right, what's going to be showing up here for Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What information's coming on in here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Scorpions, we're going to get ourselves here this last and final shuffle. Do want to mention real quick, you had a flipper show up here for you, which is the Eight of Pence. Eight of Pence represents working very hard or putting a lot of work towards something, a lot of effort towards something. So in your next 24 hours, if you need to put a little bit more work and put a little bit more effort into something that you care about or something you want to see blossom, don't feel afraid to do so. Do not hesitate, okay? Random message for you. Take it if it applies. But let's get a couple more shuffles in here, man. What's going on for Scorpios in their next 24? Of course, happy birthday to you guys. Happy season. Happy season of Scorpio, if you will. Hope it's been going amazing for everybody thus far, and let's see what's up. Overall energy for you is going to be the 5 of Cups. You could be connecting here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, 5 of Cups, not the best card to always get. It can represent the energy of being in grief or feeling like you've lost something. But what I love a lot about the 5 of Cups is the realization that despite 3 cups over here being knocked over, right? So we have these 3 cups that are knocked over. What's behind this woman? It's 2 cups that are still left standing. So Scorpio, despite the fact that you may feel like you've taken an L, you've taken a loss, there is still a wonderful, wonderful win that actually, in this case, says right behind you. But what I say is that it's right in front of you. So you have to remember that there's more out there to explore. There's more out there and there's better days ahead. And I think that that's one of the main messages the 5 of Cups here likes to portray. Now, having a look at the current energy for you, we have an 8 of Cups in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with here, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and taking a look at the outcome for you is going to be the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. By the way, Constance, happy birthday. So awesome. Your birthday's today. That's what's up. Happy birthday to you. Hope it's going to be fantastic. So let's see what's up here, guys. All right, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're getting back into a space where maybe you were a little upset or saddened at something that's been lost. But here's the thing, guys. Whatever's lost, remember, whatever happens, everything works out and happens for a reason, and whatever's coming in, there's always better days ahead. And I feel like that's something to look forward to, Scorpio. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, 3 of Pentacles, I feel like some of you guys right now are trying to put together the pieces. Sometimes with the 3 of Pentacles, I like to say that it's the card of picking up the pieces, where if you feel like your heart's been shattered, or if you feel like you've been shattered in general, you're picking up those pieces and putting it back together. You're putting yourself back together here, essentially. So I think that many of you are kind of recognizing, I need to acknowledge my hurt. I need to acknowledge my pain. That's how I'm going to heal. But at the same time, I need to acknowledge that something did end for a reason. Something is no longer together in my life for a reason. And by making that acknowledgement, I can look forward to what comes next, what the universe has in store for me next, because there's always something better. And maybe not everybody adopts to that type of mentality, but it's been proven for me. So you can take my word for it if you want, but it's been proven to me so many times in my life that there's always something better out there. You know, if something's not for you anymore, it's not going to be, but there is that new thing that'll come in inevitably. So with the outcome here being the 5 of Pentacles reversed, I think first and foremost, you're no longer ignoring the pain you feel. I think you're allowing yourself to feel it so you can heal it. But I also think that you're going to be changing your perspective. I think a lot of Scorpios in the next 24 hours are going to start to see that better days can be ahead. And chances are the better days will be ahead as you continue to go forward. So I think you're not looking at a loss anymore as the worst loss in your life, but instead you're like, universe, if this was a loss for me, then there's got to be a gain. And I feel like you're kind of opening yourself up to what to gain next, what that gain is going to be. And there will be one. Okay, Scorpios? All right. I love you, baby. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But Team Scorpio, thank you guys so much for coming out here nonetheless. Really appreciate you guys and love you guys, okay? Happy birthday, everybody. All right, Scorps, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we have touched base here so far with our fire. We've also touched base here with our water. Let's go ahead and hop on in. If I can find the Scorpio button, there we go. Let's hop on into our air signs. We did Aquarius. Let's look at Gemini. Let's see what's going on here for you beautiful peeps, okay? What do we got popping on in here for the zodiac sign of the Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, thank you so much for the donation. I'm sorry if I'm not going to pronounce your name correctly, but Lebois or Lebois, something of that nature. I'm sorry if I didn't say it correct. Thank you for the 2. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. What do we got going on here for Gems? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Gemini. Everybody's getting a flip card today before I start the reading. Hello. We got here a 4 of Wands. A 4 of Wands indeed it is. All right, Gems, first and foremost, with this little random message for you, 4 of Wands represents stability, comfort, and enjoyment of your current circumstances. And naturally, I never hear the fruits of your labor with the 4 of Wands, but I feel like you're at a point in time right now where you are feeling feeling very much so like you've gained the fruits of your labor. So you're at a good position in life. It could be about, hey, everything's paid off in this relationship. I'm enjoying it a lot. Everything has paid off in my work and career, so I'm happy with that. So I think you've worked very hard here to get to a stable place, and you may be starting to see that come together, Gemini. So definitely something to note here as your, little random message that came out. But let's get 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully we're going to be looking at some really awesome stuff, Team Gemini. All right, overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the 4 of Cups in the upright position. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Emperor in reverse, what you're dealing with, 9 of Cups in the upright, looking at the outcome for you, 9 of Wands, Gemini, showing up here too. I feel like you're choosing to separate yourself from a situation, is what I see here for you. 4 of Cups here, Emperor reversed. You're separating yourself from something you don't have control over, Gemini, which is totally understanding, by the way, because I always urge people as well and tell people, when it comes towards the things that are beyond your control, the last thing you want to do is to try to control them. You're going to drive yourself nuts and crazy. So you're at a point in time where it's like, something is beyond my control, so I'm letting go of it. I'm not trying to control it any longer. Looking at what you're dealing with here, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups here represents that you feel better doing so. You know, most people end up feeling very miserable trying to change the things they cannot change, to control the things they cannot control. So that's why you're in a good position here with the 9 of Cups. But when I see the outcome here being the 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands is the energy, though, that's like, even though I can't control something, and I can't change something outside of myself, part of me still really wants to, right? So it's a little tough. It's a bittersweet kind of feeling. On one hand, Gemini, it's like, I wish I could change something, but I know I can't do it. So I have to accept the fact that I can't. I have to protect my peace of mind. But man, do I wish I could still change it. Now, the best thing I can tell you is acceptance, right? Acceptance in this case would be key. There's tons of things in everyone's lives that I think we all would love to change that we can't. And for the things that we cannot change, let's accept them for what they are. But let's redirect our attention to the things that we can change, the things that can transcend and transform, right? So accept the things we cannot change, but embrace what it is we can. And I think that if you tap into that energy, Gemini, you won't be feeling like the 9 of Wands anymore. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm feeling even better now that I brought forth this type of acceptance, right? So take it if it applies. If not, leave it be. But thank you, Gemini, for showing on out. Really appreciate you. And do have a great rest of your day, okay? All right, Geminis, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thanks for coming out here, baby, okay? By the way, there was a membership message, if I'm not mistaken. Shannon, thank you for being a member for over the past 16 months. That's awesome. You said, hi, hello. How you doing, Shannon? Thank you so much for tuning on in. Really appreciate you. Overland, what's going on? How are you? Hope all is well with you. Zephyr, what's up? Hope you're doing great here too. Thank you so much for stopping on by. All right, guys, let's get into it. We're going to hop back on into our earth signs now. We touched base with the water, fire, and the air. Getting into earth, let's take a look here at the Taurus and see what's popping in for Team Bull Gang, baby. What's going on? Message is showing up here for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for our lovely Bull Gang? Message is here for Team Taurus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Bull Gang, we're getting ourselves here this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up here, guys. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is a Page of Cups in reverse. Having a look here at the current energy, we have here the 7 of Swords coming out for you. What it is you're dealing with, 3 of Wands in reverse, and looking at the outcome, Taurus, is going to be the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse position as well. Very interesting. I feel for your next 24 hours, Page of Cups in reverse here, 7 of Swords, you're choosing to not engage in something that I think goes against your morality, to say the least. Maybe there's something going on at work that could be against your morals. Maybe that's the realization of, if a company I work for kind of clashes with my morality, do I want to stay involved in this specific working environment? Do I want to stay involved in this type of company? I think that there could be a scenario happening with friends or family where maybe morals are coming into the equation and you don't want to be involved in something that you know you just simply can't do. So Taurians, you're standing your ground here, like a typical bull would anyways, in your next 24, saying, no, Three of Wands here in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords. I will not engage in something that goes against what I feel is moral, because you have your own kind of honor code is what I'm seeing coming into play. And with the outcome showing up here being the Two of Pentacles reversed, you're not going to allow something here either to continue. Very interesting. I'm not sure how many Taurians this will actually resonate towards. So if it applies to you, cool. If not, no worries. But I like that you're standing your ground. You know, it could be very easy sometimes to get sucked into people's plans or schemes or, you know, people's influence, unfortunately. And I think that by you standing your ground saying, hey, sorry, what this is goes against my morals and I'm not going to support it, is absolutely wonderful to see, because you are your own person. You're your own individual. You're not the sheep. Right? You don't follow the hive mind. You don't follow the herd. You are you. You're the lone bull, even though you usually hear the lone wolf, right? You're the lone bull here, and you're doing exactly what you feel is right. So Taurus, continue to stand by yourself and stand by what you believe in. And if something here is not what you resonate with, you don't have to be involved in it, period. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Team Taurus, thank you for coming out. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much, okay? All right, guys. So we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Shannon said, I'm literally ignoring a guy that we were kind of dating, but now he has a girlfriend, but he still keeps messaging me. And I don't blame you. Not only do you, A, not want to be a homewrecker, but B, why would you want to be invested with somebody who isn't showing up in monogamous energy when, from what I presume, you indeed want something monogamous yourself? So with that being said here, it's definitely never worth it, right? So yeah, you don't want to get involved in that situation. It could be rather messy, but at the same time, you're looking for somebody here who has the loyalty factor, you know? So definitely something to keep in mind. It applies to my love. You have it on point, and he listens to your channel. I love that. Shout out to your husband. That's so awesome. Thank you to both of you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Jessica said, sending a huge hug to the collective and hope everybody can get through the difficulties. This community is incredibly supportive, so please lean on people if you're in need. Absolutely. And I mention it a lot. One of my favorite things about my community is the fact of how supportive it genuinely is and how supportive each and every single one of you genuinely are. So if I don't say it enough, thank you everybody for your kindness and your support and your love to everybody in the Soul family. And thank you guys for always being amazing and showing the best energy that you can, because no matter what, I will always believe that I have literally the best soul fam anybody could ever ask for. And you guys are awesome and amazing. So thank you. Thank you for that. Seriously. Really do appreciate it. Really, really do, man. There was something I feel like I wanted to touch base on with you guys real quick while we have the time before I continue to the last final signs. Oh yeah, did want to mention, if you haven't seen already, everybody, I do have the water signs weekly tarot videos out. If you haven't seen your weekly check-in, coming in tomorrow is going to be the fire signs. So Aries, Sag, and Leo, your weekly check-in will be posted tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. I am doing the weeklies here for this week. I'm going to try to keep up with them and be consistent. They are super hard to be consistent in doing, but I'm going to do my best to do so. Love you, Aunt, and love you all. Thank you so much, Zephyra. Really, really appreciate that. And thank you, by the way, for another donation. Really appreciate it. I missed your actual name. I'm sorry. I know you mentioned that this was your company name. If you want, please tell me your actual name again. I'm so sorry. But thank you. You know who I'm talking about, right? Thank you so much for that donation. It really means a lot. Thank you very, very much. If you don't know, I'm very bad with pronunciations from time to time, so bear with me. But thank you very much. But yeah, so if you guys want to check those out, those will be posted. I'm going to try to be as up to date as I can on those weekly reads. And yeah, they'll be posted throughout the week. So stay tuned, everybody. Okay. Truly Divine Tarot says, thanks, Aunt. I went back into the Gemini reading. I've been watching you for years. I'm so proud of your growth. Thanks again. Thank you. Happy if I resonate with you for sure. What's up, WD Violet? How's it going? Much love to you, Aunt. Thank you, Red Sky. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, it's Ode. Okay, there you go. So hopefully that is a correct pronunciation. Let me know if it's correct, because I like to make sure that I can address everybody properly. But Ode, hopefully that's the right way to say it. Cool. Yeah, reading cards can be very exhausting. That's why I do like to take the breaks. Actually, believe it or not, taking the breaks in between every 4 signs and chatting with you guys actually brings in a lot more of like energy for me, if you will, just by having like a cool conversation and shooting the shit with y'all. So it really, really does help out. Absolutely. Yeah, one other thing for me, Zephyr, when it comes to reading tarot, and this is what I teach as well to people when I want to teach people tarot, is that when you are reading, you want to separate yourself as much as possible. So as you previously mentioned, you want to tap into source energy. You want to separate your own energy as much as possible from getting into it. You want to work with source as much as possible too. So yes, very, very true. Very, very true. It is Ode. Okay, perfectly. So now I know exactly how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry about that, by the way, but very cool. I like that name, actually. That's really cool. All right, though, guys, let's get on into it. We're going to finish up our last 4 signs. We'll be going back into the water. So we've already touched base with Cancer and Scorpio. So Pisces, let's see what's going on here for the fish. What do we got showing up here for you? Okay. Messages coming on in here for Team Pisces, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What's going to be going on in here, please, for our fish? Messages coming in for Team Pisces in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? Starting out with the overall energy Piscean, we begin this reading here with the Ace of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Page of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with, Pisces, Justice in reverse, and then having a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Five of Pence in the reverse position as well. So definitely a fair amount of reversals, but let's get into it. Not always necessarily such a bad thing. Now, Pisces, we start here with an Ace of Cups as the base overall energy. Ace of Cups representing love, representing fulfillment. You know, looking at the current energy, Page of Cups reversed here, and looking at what you're dealing with, Justice in reverse here as well. You know what I'm kind of picking up on, Pisces? You might feel like it's been kind of hard to tap into the energy of love or to receive love. You know, if you've kind of been in a space here where lately it just feels like, I don't know, I want a little bit of extra lovin's, but it's been, you know, it's felt kind of hard to attain it. What I would say here for you, Pisces, is you have to ask yourself, has the self-love been present? Have you been filling up your cup? Have you been giving back to yourself? Or have you been extending, overextending to the point where you're depleted? Because I know very well, being a water sign myself, I have overextended for so many people in my lifetime. And every time I do that, I'm left with the depletion. My cup is empty. I have no water to drink, you know? So I feel here for Pisceans that are watching, you know, looking at the outcome, Five of Pentacles reversed, you're recognizing I have been depleted. And what I need to do is I need to kind of get back to bringing in the personal fulfillment, the personal love. I need to get back into reconnecting with myself, prioritizing my needs, making myself an obligation. So your next 24 hours, I think, is that realization. Oh, wait a minute. I've kind of been overextending a lot here to people in my life, and I need to take a step back here now and redirect this energy back into me. So your next 24 hours is looking like this for sure. And I think it's really awesome to see that you're reconnecting to not only the energies just like self-love, but just replenishing your cup in general, putting yourself back in the priority scale. It's very much so needed, you know? It's great to always be in the energy of awareness, because when you can be aware and kind of catch yourself overextending to people, you can kind of cut that off for a moment, pull back, redirect into you. But sometimes we don't realize how much we've overextended and we already feel left depleted. So at least you're aware that you are left depleted here, Pisces, and you can start getting all this energy back into yourself, which is awesome. So what I would say moving forward is, like, the best tip you can kind of do is bring into your awareness when you do overextend, so that you can pull back, resupply, refill that cup, then you can keep on pouring, you know? So take that if it applies. But thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. If it resonates, cool. If not, no worries. But thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless. Really, really appreciate you, Team Pisces. We're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All the water signs are finished up here for today's daily. We'll be hopping into the fire here shortly. WD Violet said, I would for real pay for the flight tickets for Ant to visit the Netherlands and would arrange a meet and greet. Huge. That would be so cool, man. That really would. In terms of the Netherlands, that's actually a really awesome place that I would love to go. So I would not complain in the slightest. I think that would be an amazing, amazing trip. I don't know how many people watch me out in the Netherlands, but that's super cool. I've had tons of people, though, because there are people all over the world that watch me. And by the way, that just makes me super appreciative, first and foremost, but it boggles my mind. Some of the places people are like, oh yeah, like we watch you from here. I'm like, what? You know, so it's really, really amazing. But yeah, I've always talked about a meet and greet. I always wanted to do one. I'm just kind of like, in a way, I guess, if we're going to be honest, I don't know if people would necessarily show, and I don't know how I would plan it, and I don't know how many people would come, and I don't really know where I would do it, right? I think that the first place I've always mentioned was New York City, but then there's so many people that have to travel. I never want people to, spend their money, or especially if they need to save their money at this time, so I wouldn't want you guys to have too much of an expensive travel, but it'd be cool, man. It would. I would love to meet you guys, and I would love to have like a moment to like really connect with all of you on a personal level and to just hang out and shoot the shit. Like, we're a soul family. I'm not going to show up like I'm this, I guess I'm not going to show up like I'm Justin Bieber or something like that and do a performance for you. I want to actually connect with you, and I think it would be so special. So that is something that I want to do. Marlene and I want you to come to Cali. Yeah, I know. And I want to come to Cali too. I really do. That is on the bucket list for sure of places to visit. California would be awesome, and it's always been a dream of mine to go to Cali. So yeah, at some point I have to, man. At some point I definitely have to. WD Violet said, yeah, all around the world, and you are the center. I planned when I was in New York City. Wow, I would make way to arrange. Yes, that would be so great. That would be really cool. It really would, man. VIP. For sure. Mystical Matter, what's up? Sending you so much love. Hope you're all having a good week. Likewise to you. Yeah, performance on stage. I don't know. I've thought about it, though. I've thought about like maybe doing a stage in the terminology of like being able to like have everybody in one room, and then I can like talk to you guys on the stage. We can actually meet in person and we can chat about everything, but also at the same time, like I can have people come up if you guys want to talk with me on the stage, and we can talk about stuff. We can talk about life. We could talk about tarot. We can talk about, something that if you have a problem, maybe I can offer a solution. I think it'd be cool. Inevitably, I would love to get into like self-help seminars and motivational public speaking. I would love to be in that kind of category. I just never really, I guess, took the type of ways to start. Right. So, but that would be cool to do. I think that maybe a meet and greet in a way could be kind of like an entry to that as well. It'd be very, very cool. Jessica, you brought up actually one of my secret projects. I won't actually say what it is. I guess people can look at the comments if they want to. But yeah, that is a secret project that's in the works here currently. So yeah, it's going to be a cool way for everybody to connect, and I'm super excited. So if everybody's wondering what I'm talking about, you can look at Jessica's comment. That is a project that I'm currently working on, and I think it's going to be super awesome. So bear with me. It's taking some time to get it all together, but I think it's going to be really, really cool. All right, guys, getting into it. We did the water, getting back into our fire. What's going on, Sagittarius? Come talk to me, baby, okay? Message is coming in here for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Sagittarius, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Overall energy for you guys is going to be the Three of Cups in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, Queen of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, 10 of Cups in reversed, and then taking a look here at the outcome for Sagittarians is going to be the Hangman in the upright position. So let's go ahead and talk about it here, Sagittarius. We got a Three of Cups reversed here. We're also pairing this with a Queen of Wands reversed. So I feel for you, there could be this energy of just not really feeling very comfortable, confident, or outgoing in an environment anymore. I kind of feel like somebody made something feel awkward. Like if this is a friendship, if this is family, if it's like, a group of friends or a group of coworkers, you don't seem to be very happy with them at this time. You kind of feel weird being around them, maybe due to the nature of whatever went down. Looking at what you're dealing with here, 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I just feel like you're not pleased or fulfilled with the behavior coming from either one specific person or a group of people. So Sagittarian, you do feel kind of avoidant towards people right now. The vibe kind of changed is what I'm hearing. So the vibe kind of did like a 180 ultimately. So for your next 24 hours, it's like, yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant at this time to be around a certain group of people. And with the outcome here being the Hangman, it's like I feel a little stuck. I don't know what to do. So here's what I would say. If you feel kind of weird around people, maybe a comment was said that kind of turned you off and it made you want to isolate. Maybe people flipped up and switched up and they decided to be, treating you different, especially let me say this. If people did a 180 on you and they're not treating you kindly anymore, you don't have to associate with them, Sagittarius. One thing I've learned though, after being switched up on by a lot of people in my life, is don't question why they did it. I think that if you ask yourself, what did I do wrong? And you've asked yourself that question 100 times and you still can't find the answer, you didn't do anything wrong. And I think that if you can reflect on doing something wrong, then apologize for it, grow from it, and move forward. But if you're dealing with people who've done a 180, you don't have to sit there and do your very best to keep those types of people in your life. At one point or another, people will either fuck with you or they won't. And if they don't, it is what it is. They're not the right ones for you. Now, in the terminology here, Sag, if it's not necessarily like people switched up on you negatively, but maybe there was an awkward encounter, maybe there was a miscommunication, then what I would say in your situation would actually be to reach out and say, hey, I kind of feel some type of way about our last talk. Kind of feel some type of way about the last time we hung out. You know, ask what's going on, how other people feel, how their vibe is. Being very open and communicative is super amazing to get on the same page with everybody. And I think that if you could do that, it definitely can create resolution. So however it applies to you and whatever kind of course of action you decide to take, I think would be really beneficial for you at this time. All right, Saggies, love you guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you for coming out. By the way, Shannon, thank you so much for the $2. You said come to Seattle. I've heard great things about Seattle, man. I really have. That would be pretty cool too, man. I don't know, guys. I mean, if I get to one day where, you know, this channel like explodes and I can do a world tour, I'd love to hit everything, man. I'd love to hit Seattle, the Netherlands. I'd love to go all over the world if I could, man. So if we ever get there, I would be proud and happy, man, to meet every single one of you, or as many of you as I can, you know? But all right, guys, moving on forward. We touched base with the fire. We touched base with the water. Getting on into our air signs. Libra, let's see what's up here, baby. What do we got going on? Messages coming on in here for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what's going to be going on here, please, for our zodiac sign of Libra in the next 24 hours. All right, my Libras, let's see what's going on here for you, baby. Overall energy for you is going to be the Sun in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with a Leo peep for some of you, so you might be dealing with a Leo. Taking a look at the current energy, Eight of Swords in reverse. Excuse me, looking at what it is you're dealing with, Seven of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you, Libra, is the Hierophant. So got a couple of different signs you're connecting with here. You could be dealing with either a Leo, you might also be connecting here with a Taurus. Now, Sun in reverse here to the Eight of Swords reversed, that's pretty much telling me that right now, you weren't really happy being stuck inside your head, so you're choosing to kind of get out of your head a little bit in your next 24 hours. I mean, having a look at what you're dealing with, Seven of Swords reversed, I feel like you're putting something behind you, especially if someone has hurt you or if you felt jaded in a situation, Libra, you're putting all that behind you. Looking at the outcome right now being the Hierophant. Hierophant here says, if there's anybody that I want to commit to at this time, I want to commit to myself and my well-being. So I feel like this you know, Moon and Scorpio really kind of had a bit of an effect on you. I think that what's happened is not only Libra have you had a release over the past couple days, and especially coming into your next 24 hours, you're at a point though where it's like, I'm ready to remove myself out of my energy of overthinking. I'm ready here to stop feeling so jaded, but instead I'm ready to embrace the healing, and I'm ready to commit to this so that I can let go of hurt or pain that I've held on to, and that I can get out of my head here as well. So I think what's happening here for you guys is just you're tired of being either unhappy with something that happened. You're really ready here to embrace the healing process and start the healing journey, and I think you're ready here to get started, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, we start healing when we choose to start healing, when we choose to begin the journey, and I think for many of you, this journey here starts now. So Libras, I'm not sure what it is, you know, in specifics that might have caused jaded energy or caused you to be hurt, but you know what it is for your own personal self, and you're ready here to take action based upon that, okay? All right, Team Libra, I love you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you guys coming out here so much nonetheless. Thank you very, very much for your love and for your support, okay? All right, baby, so we finished up the air, we've done the water, we've done the fire. We're going to get on into our last sign for the day, but it's last but definitely not least, we're going to take a look here into Team Virgo, okay? So what do we got going on here, baby, for the lovely and amazing Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. All right, my Virgo gang, we're getting this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Starting out here with the overall energy, the Page of Wands. You could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, a Sag, a Leo. Having a look at your current energy, Ace of Wands in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, Virgo. The Hermit, so you're showing up here in your reading, and then having a look at the outcome for Virgos is going to be the Ace of Pence in the upright position. So let's have a look here and see what's up here for you guys at this time. Now, you begin here with the Page of Wands paired with an Ace of Wands in the reverse, and I think here for Virgo peeps, your next 24 hours is just about saying, hey, if I haven't been feeling this future path I've been on, then let's brainstorm and create a better one. Page of Wands, you're in this energy where everything feels pretty exciting. It's kind of like brainstorming the future, feeling out what you'd be passionate about. You're kind of very creative in your next 24 hours. Lots of ideas are flowing. The crown chakras pop in, the sacral chakras pop in, okay? Feels really good here so far. So Virgos, I'm getting this vibe for your next 24 hours where it's like, okay, I'm thinking about my future, but I'm getting creative with it. Oh yeah, you are. Looking at what you're dealing with, the Hermit, here's going to be something fascinating. The Hermit in this specific case feels to me like you're having a path activation. What is a path activation? There is points in times where things we're meant to do in this world become activated within us. I think everybody has something that they're supposed to do with their life and what they're supposed to do with their creative talents. And I feel like that's what's being activated in your next 24 hours. And you're going to start to notice, hey, I don't resonate so much with my current circumstance anymore. I don't resonate with this being the path of my future, but at the same time, I can't get my mind off of this other path. And, for some reason, it feels that if I was to tap on into it, it would be almost perfect. And you're like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm being called somewhere. Wait a minute. Hello, ring, ring, ring. It's the universe. I am being called. I should pick up the phone. So Virgos, there's going to be a call coming in here, and a path is going to be activated for you in the next 24 hours. And the universe is coming in here saying, Virgo, take the opportunity, baby, because this is the next step. So it will not apply to all Virgos. I know this 100%. All right. So this will not apply to every Virgo. But if you happen to feel this in the next 24 hours, if you happen to feel this in the next couple of days, weeks, or months, just know that the activation's happening for you within, and you're getting called to that next path where you're going to make a mark on the world in a beautiful and positive way. Okay, so I think everybody has that mark they're meant to make, and however it is, whatever kind of creative talents you have, whatever kind of beauty and value you have to bring to this world, you have that stored within you. And I think it's just your time here, Virgo, where it gets activated, so dare I say, here comes the activation. Now, if it happens to happen sooner than later, like in the next 24 hours, that's awesome. Some of you, it may happen in the next couple months or next couple days, but you're gonna experience that if it's your storyline. So hey, come on back and let me know if it resonates. Even if it resonates 5 months later, let me know, hey, Ant, that activation happened. It'd be really cool to hear, and I'd love to hear what kind of activation it was, okay? Very intriguing reading. Really cool, guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But Team Virgo, thank you guys for coming out here so much nonetheless, okay? And all right, with that all being said, everybody, guys, thank you for coming out here to today's daily reading. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your love, and thank you for your constant support. Of course, for those of you that are here, if you can drop a like. For those of you as well that are watching the video, hit that like button, man. Would really appreciate it. For everybody here who's new, go ahead and consider subscribing. I'd be so happy to welcome you here into the Soul family with much love and gratitude. So thanks in advance to anybody who subscribes. Also wanted to mention here too for everyone as well, for those of you that sent in donations today, anybody who's become members or are currently members, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Donations and stuff of that nature is never necessary, but it's really appreciated. So thank you guys for your kindness, and thank you for helping me out so much. Okay. I also wanted to mention on a bit of an update note for what's going to happen this week. This week, I'm going to be posting your weekly readings for the week of November 20th through the 26th. So that'll be the week next week that you guys are getting the reading for this week. So if you haven't seen your video yet, it will be coming this week. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, you're already posted on my channel. Check it out if you haven't already. Coming up tomorrow will be fire signs, Aries, Sag, and Leo. So I'll be super happy to post that out for you, and you guys will be getting your reading here delivered to y'all tomorrow. All right, everybody, though. I love you. I got tons of stuff to do here today. As I mentioned, I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so I can't be here too long, but thank you, Soul family, for all your love and support as always. Have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day. day. Happy Wednesday to everybody, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.